Alright, ladies and gentlemen, mutants and ghouls, intelligent deathclaws all across our beloved wasteland, this is another funky showcase with Funky Fabuloso. Hey everybody, my name is Hungry Hardman. I'm your host today. I'll be filling in for Funky Fabuloso. He's out shopping for new bed sheets and a new washing machine, and he didn't want me to tell you that. Anyways, today we're going to be taking an unscripted tour through Novac 76, one of my personal favorite builds, one of my older ones. There are two main reasons why we're doing this video today the way we are. Is one, because I got a brand new microphone which allows me to record my audio live, which makes this stuff a whole lot easier to do. It's not the best microphone, I'm sure you can hear that, but it was only 20 bucks, so I'm going to call that a win. And the second reason is because I'm just kind of unhappy with how this build looks nowadays. It's just not quite up to the same standard that I've set for myself recently. So I just want to document it before I tear the whole thing down and rebuild it, because I can do a whole lot better than this. There are a lot of reasons for why I don't like it, but we'll get into those once we're in there. So just some quick preamble to get out of the way first. If you like this build or you like this video, please consider leaving a like on the video, because that's going to help me out. And if you want to see more of this stuff, boy, do I have more coming for you. Oh, I have got more. Maybe subscribe so you don't miss any of it. We got lots of tutorials, showcases, and adventures, and all kinds of fun stuff coming. So now you know what we're getting into? Come on, let's hop into this vertibot behind me and get into it. So the first reason why I want to take this place down is because I find the entry point is a little bit too close and you can't really see what you're getting into. You're just like, oh look, somebody put up a whole bunch of atomic shop vomit here. But that's neither here nor there. So we'll get into the tour of the place. Most of the interiors are all as screenshot accurate as I could make them. The exteriors are not measured accurately, and as I'm sure you saw from the intro package I put together earlier, the motel is also not the right shape. So first off, we'll start with the motel office. There's No Bark Noonan. I even got him wearing the right clothes. And Jeannie Mae Crawford's office, which people keep leaving my doors open. God, I wish people would close the doors when they go in out of places. So here is the Novac Motel office. As screenshot accurate as I could do at the time, this can be a whole lot better. The one thing that I pride myself on is I remembered to put the safe behind the desk on the floor here. So we'll go back out. The dinosaur we got there is Victor, which doesn't have the right image on the screen, but whatever, at least the robot's the right color. We will start with your motel room, the one that you lived in when you played this game. I love this room. I'm very happy with how this came out. I wish I could use blueprints in a shelter so that I could just blueprint all of this shit and put this room back up the way it is when I rebuild it. However, my safe is kind of crooked under that desk, so maybe it's better if I do the whole thing again. You'll find all of the rooms have this stupid modern art sculpture because this game won't let me put a coat rack in anything. So we'll go into the next room. I forget whose room this is. But again, as screenshot accurate as I could make it. If you go back into the game and look at these, you'll know, oh, I can turn this. Here's a quick tip for you. When you're in a shelter, everything can free float. So what you do is you turn snapping off, and if you want to recreate any of these older Bethesda games where it's supposed to be everything's broken up, you can turn your paintings around and now you have nothing on the image, but it still looks like it's supposed to. So I got to keep that in mind for when I rebuild this. Second one, I still forget whose room this is. That's supposed to be a motorcycle, but they don't have motorcycles for me to use, so I went through the bike in everywhere I could. Yeah, all the bathrooms are just bathrooms. God, I wish people would close the doors. Yeah, all the bathrooms are just bathrooms, nothing special there. The motel rooms themselves are, like I said, as accurate as possible. And we will get over here. I think this is Daisy Whitman's room. I could be mistaken. I'm not looking at the map right now. Yeah, so we'll go downstairs. I'll go over to the other side. We're going to save Boons Room for last because Boons Room is my favorite. This one here, that door is supposed to be locked, and it is. We'll get over there after. That's my secret office. So here is Manny Vargas's room, and here is a fun Easter egg that you may not be aware of. So when you do the Come Fly With Me quest, and if you convince Chris Haversam to leave the ghouls and not try to join them on their flight, he will move into Manny Vargas's room in Novac, and he'll be the crankiest son of a bitch you ever met in your life. So here is cranky Chris Haversam. Yeah, this Manny Vargas's room looks like a drug den, and it probably is. So we'll go on to the next one. I forget whose room this is too, but again, as I said, as screenshot accurate as possible. This TV is actually supposed to be turned over on its side on the floor in this corner, but I can't do that, so this is what we got. Oh, turn that off. You don't want that light on. That TV's not supposed to be on. And now we're going to go into Boons' room. Now this whole build was a pre-chessboard build. What I mean by that is because once the chessboard came out was when I really started worrying about merging and fancy techniques, and you know the line from Futurama when Bender talked to God always stuck in my head. When you do things right, people won't be certain you've done anything at all. So the other day I came in and I put the bottle of whiskey on the floor. You can kind of see the chessboard poking through the carpet there. I'm not worried about that. Like I said, I'm tearing the whole thing down anyway. And the stabbed weaponry, so I added that in there. I used to have a weapon rack on the wall over here with a combat knife, but we don't care about that. But yeah, Boone's room is as accurate as I could get it. Like I said, you load into Fallout New Vegas and go to Novac, man, you're going to see this is pretty much identical. The main issue I have is, like I said, the motel is not the right shape. It's not supposed to be straight. It's supposed to be kind of curved, and we're going to fix that. So we got the abandoned bungalow over here. You can't get in there normally. I can open the door, and I just got a little ghost there. I tried to write "fuck you" in there, but I thought, nah, I don't want to upset people who are coming in, because Funky's a nice guy. He doesn't want to piss anybody off. Then we have Ranger Andy's bungalow, and I put the Wildwood Den doors on here because they stay closed, and then you gotta mess around with it to open them again, and which I'm okay with because, like I said, nobody closes my doors. So we'll open that up. Now I got the circus stilts here. Like I said, I love Easter eggs. I'm a big fan of Easter eggs, references, little details. There are no crutches. I cannot put crutches on this bed. I would love to put crutches on this bed, but I can't. So I put the circus stilts, which is as close as I could possibly get. Now, Ranger Andy is wearing the wrong outfit. I think he's supposed to be wearing, like, NCR gear. I can't remember now. But I do know that this isn't right. The main reason why I gave him this outfit is because I wanted it to be recognizable as Ranger Andy. And yeah, Ranger Andy's got nothing else in his bungalow. He's got a table with a radio and a clock on it. Like trust me, that's the way it is. You can't build fridges in shelters. You can't do it. I have to use milk machines and ice machines because the fridges have, resources in them, and you can't access them from outside of the surface because of, restrictions in the game mechanics, and I don't know, man, but it bothers me. I want decorative fridges. That way I can put the damn fridge here. So, this entire settlement or shelter was built with the red brick originally when I built it, but then when the army base kit came out, I was like, yeah, I got to use that because the interior of the army base wall looks way better than the brick. This is the red brick here. You can see the difference, right? You got the green stains, and it looks way older than the red brick interior wall does. Yeah, I know you can do wallpapers, but wallpapers don't work here. And now we got Cliff Briscoe's bungalow. Forgot about the door. Let's try that again. And there you go. We don't have little dinosaurs that I could use for that, so I actually went right out of my way. I think I spent 15,000 caps on the plan for this thing, the Snallygaster plushie. I forget. It might even be Atomic Shop. Let's check real quick. Yeah, there it is. So, I'm not entirely sure where you get the plan for the Snallygaster plushie. I could look it up, but I'm not going to bother doing that right now. If you're interested, it's easy. Just type it into Google and it'll tell you. But I do remember that I went vendor hopping because I wasn't going to do whatever was required to get it. And eventually I found one. Like I said, I think I spent about 15 grand just to get the plan for this. But hey, it was worth it. Like Cliff Briscoe's got the in Fallout 3, or sorry, New Vegas, he's got the two dinosaurs that are on a pair of roller skates who are doing a race. I don't have roller skates, but I got a truck and a tank, so close enough. Yeah, like I said, bathrooms are just bathrooms. There's nothing special about that. Not even in the base game, not even in New Vegas. There's nothing special about the bathrooms. So before we go over there into the gift shop, which I'm not going to tear down and rebuild because I've already done that. You're going to like that when we get there. We're going to jump over here, take a quick look up there. There's Manny Vargas. Let's go into free cam. Even got the outfit for him. I got the beret. It's beautiful. And so over here we got the rest of the town. This tent's supposed to be a whole lot bigger than it is, but whatever, this is the biggest tent I got, and I'm okay with it. This is where I hid the stash box anyway. Now over here, this is my secret office. This doesn't belong in Novac. This is just what I put in here. Like I don't even care really. That's if you find my shelters in the game and you're looking for the last number for the code, that's where it is. This is the rest of the town. So we've got Jeannie Mae Crawford's house. I believe that's what this is right here. Yeah, this is Jeannie Mae Crawford's house, which is, again, as screenshot accurate as I could make it. I really like to redo the lighting. The kitchens in these houses are not screenshot accurate. I just put some workbenches in there because I didn't really care. Bathrooms are still just bathrooms. Over here we have, I forget whose house this is, but again, as screenshot accurate as possible. This actually should have two beds on this side of this room, one on each side of the table, but I didn't have room. And that's another reason why we're going to be rebuilding this, because I want this place to be measured accurately, like Good Springs. You'll see Good Springs. Oh, piss off, Vera. I might even show you some Good Springs on screen right now. And then over here we have what I believe is the McBride house. Okay, it's still really nothing special inside, but as screenshot accurate as possible, aside from the kitchen. Right, this one here, this actually is 100% screenshot accurate. I spent about half an hour trying to position that chair and that shelf to match the screenshot. And then outside of the McBride house, this is something I actually just put there the other day, was a placeholder for the new build that I'm going to do, so I know what I'm looking at. The Nightkin with the dead Brahmin. This is the best I could do. I don't even know if it's supposed to be outside the McBride house. I got to go back into the game and check. But like I said, I'm gonna measure it and draw a map. This abandoned house here, this actually appears in New Vegas. There's a cemetery plot with some tombstones next to the house. And around back, part of the house has been destroyed, but not all of it. And then the other house, again, I got some shelter entrances here that are just because I was messing around and going into other shelters. Not really that important. Actually, yeah, this house isn't supposed to be blocked off. This is supposed to be the house that the junkies live in. This is another abandoned, it's just called Novac Home in the game, I believe. And then here we've got Nobark's Shack. I'm actually quite proud of Nobark's Shack. I love this. I think I did a really good job with it, considering the limitations given to me in this game. You got the Nuola Machine behind the concrete barriers. You got the tires over here. You got the defenses. It's supposed to be mannequins, but I used the mannequins for other things, and I'm happy with this. And one thing you might notice if you go into New Vegas and look right now is, aside from that one, let's get that out of frame. These three posters right here are the exact same posters in the exact same place. This is 100% screenshot accurate, what you're looking at right now. And over here is about 90% screenshot accurate. It's supposed to be cinder blocks, not barrels, but I don't have cinder blocks. There you go. That's gonna be about it, actually, for Novac. So we are going to head over to the Dino Bite gift shop, where we got some more fun stuff to look at. So over here behind the dinosaur, this is where the gift shop is. Another one of the things that I want to do when I rebuild it is try to put the door like in the side of the dinosaur. I have tried before. It's not easy. You got to put the dinosaur on something that you can destroy, and you can't destroy foundations. So I gotta like put it on a poker chip or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there. But what I want to do is get the door right into the side of the dinosaur and have the stairs go up that way, so it's, you know, as accurate as possible. Even though this dinosaur is only about a third the size it's supposed to be. I'm okay with that. Oh, that reminds me before we go. I even put a thermometer there like they're supposed to be. Except it should be a whole lot bigger, but hey, that's what we got. Alright, let's head into the gift shop. Alright, so inside the gift shop, I've got it made to mimic being outside at nighttime. You'll see I used the green walls here, so the wallpaper, so that I could mimic the dinosaur being there. And then you go in, and there's good old Cliff Briscoe. This has been completely rebuilt, so this Dino Bite gift shop is almost 100% one-to-one recreation. Really the only thing is I don't have the right posters, but they're close enough. And I can't sell you a dinosaur plushie, so I have to sell rocket ships. So the sign says we have rocket ships. Over here was when I really first started playing with the chessboard. And as you'll see, I've got almost one-to-one perfect shelves here. There should be a whole lot more coffee mugs, but in this tiny little space right here, there are already 30 displays. I cannot build anymore. So I had to tone down the coffee mugs. The lunch boxes are almost even 100% accurate in their positioning. This is the standard I was talking about, why I got to rebuild the rest of the town, because it's not up to the standard that the gift shop has made. So we'll go around over here into the back room, and I love this room. Got, again, almost 100% accurate, and you can even find that gun right there. I can't have it laying down on the shelf, but I'm pretty sure that's close enough. The way to do that actually is really easy. You have it on the outside of the wall. Oh, you can't see it. If I change it to a doorway, you might be able to, yeah, see where that weapon rack is? That's kind of inside the wall. That way, when you look on this side, you don't see the weapon rack. You only see the gun. So we'll head upstairs here now. We're getting towards the end of this. We're gonna head up here. Usually there should be a door and a loading screen and you just walk out, but I can't do that. And I'm okay with that. So you come out here and there is our boy. There is Boone and there is his rifle. We are inside the mouth of the dinosaur. And if you come up this way, again, Easter eggs, game references, I'm a big fan. And this one, you can probably even see it in your mind right now. Completed. One for my baby. Now, if you jump out of here, you can obviously get back to the hub. And that is where we're going to end this video for today. So, thank you so much for joining me on this tour here. I had a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that I got this recorded so that I can take a look back on what I have done here, especially for when I start rebuilding it. I can look for the things that I did do right. And I really hope to see you in the next one. We got some fun tutorials coming up. I got some wireless automatic doors to show you. And I got another big video that will take any beginner from a beginner to an expert in about 20 minutes. That'll be coming up next on the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night. Stay crunchy.